All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, are two great kings, the gods that the King James Bible speaks of, which again, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. And his only begotten Son, who the world in ignorance calls Christ, true name is Yahweh Shai. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar and on down that rule and teach well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson, or however long the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video Wartime Recruitment. All right. And Lord wills, brothers can see on the screen, the inspiration for this lesson comes from this article that I have here. And this is for fair use purposes only. I'm not using this for any monetary gain, just for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use. All right, from the Washington Post. And the title of the article reads, ICE plans $100 million wartime recruitment push targeting gun show military fans for hire. All right. So it says U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, officials are planning to spend $100 million over a one-year period to recruit gun rights supporters, military enthusiasts through online influencers and geo-targeting advertising campaign. Part of what the agency is calling a wartime recruitment. The strategy it said was critical to hiring thousands of new deportation officers nationwide, according to an international document reviewed by the Washington Post. Right, so they're looking to hire more ICE soldiers, or ICE troops, or whatever. All right, to go after you tribes, basically to go after you Latinos, so-called Latinos, or Spanish-speaking tribes. All right, and also the Southern Kingdom as well, because they're going after so-called Haitians as well. All right, and they're also going after Somalians. All right, which are Hamites. But yeah, they're hiring more, basically, really to go after you tribes. All right, to come after you tribes. Again, the so-called Spanish-speaking tribes of the Northern Kingdom. All right. And again, also the Southern Kingdom as well. Ultimately, they're going to come down on the Southern and Northern Kingdom, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right, but it's just starting now with the Northern Kingdom. All right, it says the spending would help President Donald Trump mass deportation agenda, dominant media network and recruitment channels, which I've actually seen ICE recruiting commercials. I've actually seen a couple of them, including through ads targeting people who have attended UFC fights listed. And another thing, like I said right here, it said that they're going to use online influencers and geo-targeting advertising campaign. All right. Yeah, these influencers and all these other celebrities or whatever, all right, they're real. Esau is going to real deal start to use them for his agenda, especially when he gets ready to push the mark of the beast, which is the microchip technology. All right, but he's going to use those clowns to he's real deal about to start using those clowns to push out his agendas. All right, and that's why they're getting these $100 million contracts and all this shit. All right, because again, Esau is paying them off to push his agenda because they know that they have a big following. Those so-called online influencers. All right, and other celebrities as well. All right. Or where was that? Slovakia. Okay, yeah, it says people who have attended UFC fights, listen to patriotic podcasts, or shows their interest in guns and tactical gear, according to a 30-page document distributed among officials in the summer, detailing ICE surge hiring market strategy. marketing strategy, Salakia. It says ICE, Salakia, not ICE. The Department of Homeland Security has spoken publicly about its fast track efforts to significantly increase ICE workforce, right? ICE troops, all right, ultimately martial law troops, by hiring more than 100,000, which will eventually would be martial law troops, more than 100,000 new employees. A surge promoted on social media with calls for recruits willing to perform scarce duty and defend the homeland by repelling foreign invaders. The agency currently employs more than 20,000 people, according to the ICE website. All right, so yeah, the Most High is about to turn up the heat on you tribes. All right, because we can't forget, Salakia. 1 second. All right, Salakia, brothers. This is Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. Starting in verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right, now who's the wicked? All right, the wicked or the Edomites. All right, the so-called white man. All right, Salakia. Micah, Salakia, Malachi. Yeah, the wicked is the so-called white race. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they should build, but I will throw down, and they should call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever, which is righteous anger. All right, so right there said the border of wickedness. So Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, are the wicked. All right. Again, the people divide by three. You got the sons of the Most High, which is sons and daughters of the Most High, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. The son of the wicked, the sons of men, which are the other nations like the Chinese, Japanese, Hamites, or whatever. And you got the children of the wicked, which is the so-called Caucasian race or the so-called white race. All right. So they're known as the wicked. So the Lord said, what King David prayed to the Lord, saying, protect me, O Lord, from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right. Which is these ICE agents or whatever. All right. Well, which is the so-called white man. All right, which the Lord is sicking these ICE agents on you tribes. All right, as a punishment for your wickedness. All right. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity. Right. And one way the Lord punishes us is with his sword, the so-called white man. All right. Why you see niggas get blown to bits by the cops, get their ass kicked by the cops. All right. And Esau does all these other things. Again, the so-called white man is the Most High's whipping stick. And he's real deal about to turn him loose, all right, on you tribes. Lord willing, this year. Or it's like it. Well, yeah, today's the last day of so-called 2025, of 2025, all right? According to the so-called white man's calendar, the Gregorian calendar or whatever. But, yeah, next year, I see the Most High real deal turning loose Esau on you tribes. The Lord said, and again, northern and southern kingdom. Right now, the spotlight is on the northern kingdom mainly, because again, they are coming after so-called Haitians, which are the tribe of Levi, which are Israelites as well. But ultimately, Esau is going to turn the gun on both tribes. All right, the 2/3 of his people, the Lord's people. And the Lord said, I will punish you for all your iniquity. All right, so the Lord again is about to turn this devil up on you. Again, starting with the northern kingdom, which we saw this year. But it's going to intensify. Which again, the rhyme and reason he's hiring more troops or trying to hire more people to do the job. All right. And I think it's like a big paycheck, a big payday that comes with it as well. So people out here are hurting for money or starving for money or whatever, or need some money. All right. And, these Edomites, already hate Jake anyway. It's already in their soul or their spirit, Salakia, to hate Jake anyway. All right. So why not, sign up. All right. Make some shekels and get to put your foot up some niggas' ass. Some Latino or Negro's ass, and not get in trouble for it. All right. And again, it's all well deserved for you 2/3, man. All right, the 2/3 of the Lord's people, which again are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. This devil rolling on you is well deserved because you didn't choose to fear the Lord. All right, the Heavenly Father told us not to lift up a cry nor a prayer for you. All right, but mock when your fear cometh, and the Most High is about to get Slacky is about to get ready. All right, to come down on you tribes, and He's gonna use the so-called white man to do so. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors again to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.